There's just 1% I want and she don't see me like that normal. I done keep it cool when with your friends, I can't be normal. She made me feel like the good on top, don't need that promo.
Yo, what up traders? This is the stock options watch list coming into the week of September 21st. So I have a few important things to update you with. This morning prior to open, I updated our community with the Citibank news. If you don't already know, it appears banks across the world have been included with a multi-trillion-dollar scheme, which is basically moving cash illegally, aka money laundering. This news should hit the wire today, if not sometime this week. This morning, before open, we saw futures gap down 600 points. Not the biggest move, but still pretty big. Banks will be a big mover this week. We will see a divergence probably. What I mean by that is some are going to go up and some are going to go down. This could impact the entire market as a whole, cryptos and metals included. Keep in mind I sent this information before open today, so silver sold off over 10% today. A few other things got clapped. JPM is a great example of a bank with too much power. So we saw a few things get pummeled today after open, like Berkshire Hathaway and Tesla, which sold off but came back to positive, I'm pretty sure. Earlier in the day, I felt rather bullish after seeing everything going on, but after we saw the SPY bounce and Apple and tech kind of get carried up, we're seeing that carry the NASDAQ up to almost break even before close. So we're going to watch banks, watch the tech reversal. Nearly all of last week, tech has been clapped. Well, actually since the previous Thursday before that, but I think we finally found a bottom for now at least. Once we can confirm the bottom, we should see tech in for a big run-up. We saw Roku's massive run-up today. I think they were closed at, 17%. Yo, what the hell? They really made a big move. I guess we're going to watch them coming into this week too, but all right, so let's get straight into the plays. Over the weekend, I was breaking down a ton of technicals behind big companies like Apple, Spotify, Boeing, and even Redfin. I saw many decent setups that could be playable. We just got to wait for the confirmation. This morning, right off the bat, we jumped the gun a little too early on Apple. We grabbed a put this morning. We got clapped for like 40% within a few hours. Luckily, we kept our initial investment balanced and we didn't put too much in. We were able to exit before Apple made its daily breakout. Looking at Apple moving into the week, we see some strong levels to watch. If we can break and close above this 110 on the 4 hour, that would give us a strong sign of confirmation. We look to 120 as our first potential target profit and 128 as our second target profit. If we lose this level we currently sit at, we need to watch the $9,900 zone as support. I still think Apple has some ways to go before this confirmation. If you guys like the technical aspects of these plays, I'm going to link all the charts below in the description. So what I'm looking for from Apple this week is either a confirmation above 112, 111 and a close above that before we go bullish, or a kind of confirmation above this white channel we're looking at. I'm going to be sitting on my hands until we get a confirmation of that. We kind of jumped the gun again, like I said, this morning on those puts. Before we get into the next play, this is the technical analysis I did on Apple over the weekend. At open today, we saw them gap down below this 106 level, and I was watching that as a temporary support, but clearly they were able to blow through it and hold it as support at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we actually closed above this channel right here. And if you ask me, it kind of looks like we broke out of this channel. We might look to close above it again tomorrow or retest it down over here, but we're going to see what happens with this coming into the week. The next play I'm watching this week is Spotify. Earlier last week, we caught Spotify bouncing off a monthly support in which we signaled a purchase of long-term shares at $233 a share average. You can see that right in here. Since then, Spotify has moved sideways a bit, but looks like it's going to continue to hold this level. As we move through the week, we have a few levels we got to watch. So if you already haven't entered Spotify, there's another possible opportunity if we can break and close above $242. Once we do that, we can look for a first target of 260, 265-ish, and a more risky target at 280, 285. I see a possible short opportunity at $220 if we can't hold above 227. I'm bullish on Spotify into earnings. We might see one more retest of 227 before we see this bull run, but I am confident we're going to see one coming in towards the end of October. Another stock that caught my eye this week is Redfin. Since the start of 2020, Redfin has outperformed the market for sure. We originally called the breakout back at like $30, $31 back 7 months ago, 6 months ago. And since then, it hasn't cooled off much. I'm watching this orange line as support. It pretty much holds strong on a weekly time frame. Redfin sits at $45 right now. I think it's realistic to say Redfin could hit $52 prior to earnings, if not the week of. I'm watching this 43.90 level closely and will look to enter sometime tomorrow or later this week if we can hold above it. Our upside targets are $48, then $50, then $52.70. If we lose $43.90, our next temp support will be at $42.30. If we lose that, we can look for a potential short position from there. I'm thinking to grab calls that expire late October. Have your notifications on in the chat room for these signals, guys. Don't miss them. Let's get it. The last deck I'm looking at for this week is going to be Boeing. Since June, Boeing has been in a slump, coming down from its highs of 234, and this weekend I noticed Boeing setting up for a potential sell-off. I'm watching this 153 level as a key level of support. If it doesn't hold, we should see a sell-off towards 140 and beyond. I'm not gonna go bullish quite yet until this yellow trend is broken and confirmed. If Boeing does indeed sell off like this could be a first indicator of the potential market sell-off, or in other words, the bubble is leaking air and it's just a matter of time before it pops. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. Let's focus up this week and make some easy loot. If you're not yet a member inside of our Discord, join us with the first link. Moving forward with the plays, we will run a bit more organized. Basically, moving forward, we will aim to grab plays with more time. Once or twice a week, we could signal a weekly play, but please understand weeklies are stupid risky. If you play a weekly and keep it balanced, literally either you will lose your entire original investment or you hit big. You need to be very picky moving forward with the plays. We're going to grab plays with more time to give us the time we need for these plays to hit. It also cuts out the factor of the amount of stress weekly plays typically give new traders. Remember, only you know what's right for your trading account, and I'd personally say your main focus should start on long-term shares in the long-term game. Alright guys, let's wrap it up. Stay focused this week. Don't let the FOMO demon get to you, and keep yourself in the game. Let's get this bread easy, loot.
There's just 1% I want and she don't see me like that normal. I to keep it cool when we just friends, I can't be normal. She made me feel like the good, I don't need that promo.